right, hopefully this is working. One second. Get this taped on, and we're gonna check everything, make sure it's working. Make sure everything is going good here. You're on. You seem to be on. Charging, okay. And we are going to connect here and make sure everything's going fine. Let's see. All right, cool. We'll readjust camera. Go up a little bit. I know, sorry about the giant crack still. My car and everything gets appraised on the 4th of September, so gotta deal with it for a little bit longer. So we're gonna keep moving east. There's a couple cells trying to go up above us. We are west of Burlington right now. Actually, I think there's a chaser coming up behind us. We'll let them go. We'll let them go. But it's been, when did we chase last? It was a couple days ago. We had a couple landspouts before the stream even started, but nothing too crazy. We're out again today. Landspout potential looks pretty low just because of all this mess that's happening. Lots of storms, lots of outflow. Hoping for a somewhat decent shelf cloud here in an hour or two. Kind of got a big line of storms going up in front of us, so we're gonna blast that way and try and keep up. So we're heading east now towards Burlington. We're a couple miles north of there, so we won't go through town directly, but there is potential for a landspout, but it's gonna be really tough to find today with all of this cold outflow. It's really not that cold. The problem is, I mean, there's a lot of problems with spouts. Storms are moving one way, the boundary's moving the opposite way. You know, it's really tough for something to sit on that rotation for long enough to pull it up into a solid landspout. Got a couple showers going up above us. There's a complex of storms going, trying to go through northeast. It's been kind of sporadic, short-lived supercells and multicells. But there's just so much rain production already that it's going to be tough to get a spout on this boundary. And these storms are lifting off away from this boundary here pretty quickly. We're under some showers right now. They're forming from that boundary moving south. Tighten this thing up a little bit. It's wanting to move on me. There we go. Maybe this cell going up to our southeast has a shot. Slowing down. Yeah, like if we're looking for a landspout, it's got to be something going up on this boundary, and it's going to be pretty immediate if it is there. It's not muddy enough yet to stop, but it's just kind of a small updraft. There might be something going on. Looks like some dust getting picked up underneath the base here. I'm willing to bet though that's just outflow from those storms to the north. I mean, we're getting strong northeasterly winds. Well, not too strong, but we are getting some pretty solid northeasterly winds right now away from these storms. Yeah, the boundary's lighting up. They have a severe thunderstorm watch out. Wall cloud reported by Deer Trail. What was that? Just 15 minutes ago. We're gonna go south here. You can see over the corn. And we'll go south here. I really don't think we're gonna get a spout, but I'm gonna keep it in play. I don't think the structure is gonna be as good. Kind of a weird setup today with all the moisture and everything off to the northeast. And just a question of can it make it, you know, can these storms kind of pull that air in without tainting their inflow? Because that cold, rainy air is going to be just in the way of that more warm, moist air. So we'll see what that does. Yeah, there's like a little tiny thing here near Burlington that might give it a shot. And that's what we're going to be on, I think, for a little bit. We'll go west here and a quarter of a mile, or east here and a quarter of a mile. If this is actually a road. Yeah, it is. Alright, hopefully it's not too muddy. We gotta be back home tonight. Should be pretty minimal rain here so far, I would think. It's not bad at all. Got like a little mini supercell trying to go up here right on this boundary, but you can see that kind of coil here in front of us is already moving off the boundary. Storms to our northeast want to be supercells, but they're just struggling with it. Landspout is still in play looking at this. It'll be to our south most likely, or our east. Yeah, look at that dust getting kicked up, that's outflow. It's kind of faint, but you can just see dust kind of rushing away from these storms. Not a good sign for any landspout potential. That stuff to our north is still pretty disorganized. Better moisture is north, but it's a lot more capped out there. Make sure none of these dust whirls are pulling a fast one on us. But I don't think they're going to be landspouts. There's a little curl kind of right in front of us here. Really high based, little swirly up in the storm. I don't think this is going to do anything. I just don't think. Yeah, like this. What appears to be a hook echo is just racing north on this storm. Yeah, look at all that. There's a big line of dust. I kind of want to go south and then drop back down, but this wants to take me north. We're going to go south and come back around, go through Burlington. We might get some good structure on this guy. But yeah, there's a kind of that dark cloud on the ground over there that's just dust right in front of us, moving away from the storm. And there's more of it up here. This road is muddier than the last one. Gotta be careful here. We can make it south. Probably 2 miles, we're fine. This road is not traveled very often. This thing's already getting undercut. It's got a broad base. Maybe it'll try and wrap back up, but I mean, just seeing a long line of dust come out of the storm's base away from a storm like that, getting that far out ahead is not a good sign. For chasing. Like this little swirl is kind of backing up towards where we were, but with all the wind just rushing away like this, I mean, we also have to keep in mind though that that is the background wind motion on this side of the boundary as it's moving in their northeasterly wind on the north side of this boundary. So you have to remember that this might not all be outflow, but just looking at the skies, it looks a little stable. I mean, if we get a spot, it's going to go up somewhere on this storm, I think east of us, kind of on the apex of this boundary. Look at radar here. Oops. Yeah, this southernmost storm probably has the best shot. We'll see if it can get it done, but I'm not super hopeful right now for a spout. Just a complicated day for that kind of thing. We're kicking up pure dusting. So. Our model just kept showing them die immediately, and that didn't make much sense. And then it had like the main wave come in from, you know, almost off the mountains and then rushing out here. The wave up here has kind of survived, so. This is gonna, I feel like this is gonna be really similar to a Kansas chase I had earlier in the month, I think. High-based, dusty storm. We're getting dust kicked up closer to us right now. Large area here, just in front of us. A lot of cold air pushing out. Make sure the stream's live. Make sure it's completely working. Hey guys, sorry about that. We are just north of Burlington, Colorado right now. We're about to start going east. On an outflowy storm right now. Not the best, but it is something. Sorry about that big hail crack. You know, we need a new windshield desperately, but we're waiting for the insurance to appraise everything. The car might just be totaled from all of the hail damage we sustained in Kansas a couple weeks ago. See this storm right now, that's the bottom of the storm. It's very, very high based. Already transitioning into more of a blowing line segment here very early on, which was expected. A lot of storms operating in the area. It's going to be tough to get a clean tornado and high bases. Chasing for structure now and big hail. out ahead of this storm. It's moving northeast. We'll chase it into Kansas. We'll probably head up to St. Francis just to catch it. Bases will start to lower over time as it moves into better moisture and as the ambient air temperature starts to cool off. So, Storm Prediction Center has a slight risk out for today, mostly for wind and hail. There's no tornado threat last I checked. But there was a swirly boundary, so I decided to come out and maybe we would get a landspout. Almost to Burlington. What is this? A big dust storm almost up here. Starting to get a little bit more lowering though. It's still extremely high base. I mean, this thing's probably 2,500 to 3,000 meters off the ground. That's really high. What's happening? Come on, guy. Let's see here. We're gonna keep going. We're just gonna basically follow the interstate. I don't want to take the interstate. I don't like the way interstate drivers drive during storms. So I always try to avoid them if I can, but I might not be able to with this. I might have to get on the interstate. I know in Kansas they have like a little side road that runs along the interstate, but I don't think they have that here in Colorado. But we're getting into this dust now. There's kind of a little haze setting in. Keep moving east. I just don't want to take the interstate if I can at all help it. I don't think I'll be able to. It's not too jammed right now, but I'm just worried about how they're going to react to the dust. The storm's probably not going to have the best ingredients because all that moisture and everything's coming from the northeast. So the storm's probably in one of the more compromised environments. Well, maybe not. Radar has some wind flowing in from the south into the storm, but that's just going to make everything higher based. So it's kind of a catch-22 for this storm here. Structure's probably all we're going to get out of it. If that. If we can get through this dust. Kind of a diffuse shelf cloud trying to come overhead now. Another option we have is we could just sit on the boundary and wait for another storm attempt. There might be one, there might not. Let's look at radar. And probably not, but you never know. The storm we're on now is severe warned. Just north of us here, we are in Burlington, Colorado. Heading east. We're gonna probably scoot into Kansas here and get in a better spot. Things not looking that great right now. But maybe it'll improve once this low-level jet ramps up. we'll hit the interstate here in a mile. We got to go through a couple stoplights first. Kind of a weak complex of storms right now. Still severe warned on our side, but to the north especially. It's like we might be getting a stronger outflow surge here. Just to our north, anxious to hit the interstate before this surge hits. There's more hail cracks this way, but I'll point you guys this way. Good thing is we're close to the Goodland radar, so we've got pretty solid sampling of this storm. It may try to ride this boundary and pull this boundary in. It looks like that's almost what it's doing here. If we can get to Canorado, the most clever town name of all time, we might be in a really nice spot here, and it might try to produce, but I'm just not sold with how high the bases are and how ragged this storm looks. Got a water with us, kind of hungry. Probably should have grabbed a snack before, but it is what it is. Thing's really slanted and getting out ahead. I want to get through, hit the interstate. I'm concerned this thing might take a southward turn, and I just don't want to be on the interstate with a hail core, because everybody's going to park under any overpasses that are here. Scud blasted away from the storm all the way out here. If you look in front of us, that is not a great sign. Gonna hit the interstate and just rock it. Wait, am I supposed to get over? Yeah. We may have left it too late here, but we'll see what we can do. Yeah, we're getting some sprinkles. Here we go. Yeah, we might be okay. Very outflow dominant storm. Look at all this dust getting kicked up in front of us. That's what I was worried about. We'll go in and sample this. Ride right on the edge of this storm for a while. Face you guys a little like that. Very strong winds. Look at that flag ripping to the south. Oh look, there might be a little landspout right there. You see that little dirt whirl? There might be a landspout right in front of us here. I think that's a spout. Look at how vertical it is, and it's got that tube. Yeah, I think we have a landspout right here. Yeah, there's a little funnel above it. There's a landspout right in front of us. We have a landspout tornado right now east of Burlington. Time is 6 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. Confirmed landspout right in front of us here. There's a little tiny funnel above it. It's crossing the road in front of us. It's getting blasted by outflow now. It's crossing the road right in front of us. It's getting blasted by outflow. There it goes. There it goes. It just got killed by outflow, it looks like. Still rotating above it though. All right, yeah, it just got killed. I don't see that funnel anymore. It's got some debris, it looks like, swirling around, but it looks like it just got blasted by our storm here. We still got rotation above us. There's what's left of that little circulation. Man, I always hesitate to report those very deep swirlies like that when they come up on the leading edge of a storm. I mean, it's still going, it's still spinning like crazy. It's got a more tubular structure to it. Sky above is still rotating. Directly above us we have rotation. It's one of those leading edge spouts. We're gonna probably pause here maybe. Like, this is contacting the base right now and there's rapid rotation above me. I've only seen a storm do this one other time, and it was actually north of here. It was closer to Ray. Yeah, we got some swirlies in the field, but it looks like it's completely outflow now. That was a dust tube though for a little bit. Nope, just lifted up again. Just to our south here, we've got a circulation right now. Just kicked up. It's almost on the leading edge. It's really weird. I don't want to say it's QLCS because it's not like tucked back. Getting some misty rain here back behind it. Keep moving. We had a landspout earlier 3 minutes ago. I wonder if anybody reported that. Report it. We're just gonna report it. I know what I saw. Hopefully those pictures came out. I had to stick my camera out the window. Oh, that's going to be a controversial report. I can already feel it, but that was 100% a spout. We got a nice shelf cloud now here to our north. I'll have to lift those pictures off my camera when I get a second. Or if it came through well on the video. Oh wait, it's going behind us now. There's one going on right behind us. It's still there. I gotta get video of this. I'll be right back. Blasted out again. It just seems like this, it'll go out and then we'll get new updraft development, and then we'll get like a little spout almost on the southeast flank. And then it'll get blasted by outflow. Okay, somebody else reported it too. Somebody else had it. Nope, tornado warned. All right, well, we had a tornado today. Let's go. Unexpected tornado. I was talking down about it, and right in front of us it produced. On the east side of Burlington. Let's go, man. Weak, non-damaging tornado. This is a gnarly supercell trying to develop here. We're gonna get out ahead. We need to probably get south here pretty soon. It may not have been a Landspout, but I thought that it was, given where it was at relative to the storm. Not the best tornado we'll ever see, but certainly enough to get me excited. It doesn't take much to get me excited about storms. Got a big gnarly shelf cloud here behind us. We're gonna turn and face it. I don't have a rear camera right now. Oh, there's the tornado warning. We have a rotating wall cloud back behind us to the northeast, where you'd expect a more classic supercell tornado. And that's where it appears to be. We're gonna get off at this next exit here on the interstate, and we should have a pretty good view into the storm. That's what you gotta do to this storm. You gotta make fun of it. I think that's what Pecos Hank said. I was like, oh man, there's not gonna be any spouts, no tornadoes. And then sure enough, it did it right after that. Yeah, there's rotation to our north here. We got to get off. We're gonna get off at the Colorado exit here in 1.5 miles and point back northwest. Very mean supercell here in Kansas and on the Colorado border. Tornado warning out for it. We had a confirmed tornado about 15 minutes ago east of Burlington, between Burlington and Colorado. This is all inflow dust I'm looking at right now. This is dust flowing into the storm. All right, 0.8 miles. There's an exit up here. We're gonna go north, and I'll show you this very gnarly low to the ground supercell. Our storm has definitely hit the better moisture. Very gnarly supercell right now. Seriously, this is insane. Moving into the better moisture, that's what we've got. It may be a little outflow dominant, but holy Toledo, man. We're gonna look for the tornado here, but I'm gonna pull out the wide angle lens because this structure is insane. It's really rotating now though. It's really raining under the base, so you can't see too much in there, but we're getting, the whole sky is churning with this storm right now. All right, I want to get a picture with these grain bins up here. So here's what we're gonna do. Come up here, and we will, oh, there's a little gate up here, perfect. A little worried about getting trapped, but I don't think they're gonna be driving a train into this. Gnarly supercell right now. That's our storm. Tornadic supercell, I guess so. It was a Landspout, so I don't know. All right, we're gonna pull out the wide angle. We need it for this thing. It's accelerating pretty quickly towards us. We don't have much time here. I don't know, did we jump back for structure? There's a little couplet on radar that makes me think tornado, so I don't want to miss that if that's... incredible storm here. We are near Colorado, Kansas right now. Right on the Colorado-Kansas border. It's so cleverly named. Having trouble getting my door shut because of the inflow. There might be a tornado in there right now on the northern edge of this. It is really racing towards us though. We'll give it a little bit. We're getting some insane inflow dust. I'm gonna go get some more video. I can't not. It's trying pretty hard right now. It's really whipping back around. It's a little occluded, but it really might do it here. I don't know, do we sit back and wait for the tornado or do we go east? Because there's gonna be some nice structure on this. The age-old question, tornado or structure? I think we'll do tornado for now. We've seen a lot of structure this year. Somebody just, another chaser right behind us here. It looks too occluded, something looks wrong. Might jog east, I don't know if there's anything going on back there. Might be a funnel right there. I can't tell if you guys can see that, but kind of tucked back in the rain here. We're gonna go with a tighter zoom on this. I see some dust back there. Don't know what I'm looking at. Man, look at the way that's just condensing instantly. And on that edge right there, it's got a strong RFD surge. We got a million ways to get out of the way too. Please tell me it's still working, the stream's still working. All right, seems like we're in business. Hot and humid out. A monster storm right in front of us here. I'll clean off the windshield. I didn't notice that spot. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Sorry about the crack. Look at that. those clouds condensing on the right side. If it's back there, it's probably rain wrapped. I think I see a little darkened lowering back in there, but I can't tell. All right, I'm gonna wipe off the windshield for you guys. I'll be right back. Look at that tail cloud just flowing straight into our storm. Man, I gotta put my wallet away before I get so excited and drop it on the ground somewhere. I was not expecting this for today. Look at that big time hammer hook echo. Look at that. I mean, that's insane. It's just... All right, we'll probably get moving here pretty soon. I mean, we could sit and wait and try and maneuver favorably. We have a road that'll take us due east, and the rain is not even an issue right now. It's way off to the north. Most of this precip is back to the west. It's kind of like leading with the hook, which is a little odd. Rain bands are really ripping back through there. We'll give it a little bit. Got some gustnados. There's already people parking under overpasses, and the storm's not even here yet. Yeah, it's really surging southwest. It's almost... What the heck? We got like a big dust tube going into the updraft from... Look at that. Is that a silly little Landspout? Look at that. Look at how far ahead this dust thing is that it's connecting to the base. Never seen that before. Like in this little narrow strip. Videoing back there, I don't see too much. It's really going back in. Tornado sirens are going off in Colorado right now. Definitely got a weird shape to be tornadic. We're getting cold outflow already. Yeah, no CC drop really on it. RFD is really kicking out though. It's gonna be straight in front of us. Can I grab another picture on the wide angle here? Looking south. There's a big dusty outflow surge to the south. There's a little funnel cloud right above us. It's like a little shear funnel on the inflow. Look at that, I've never seen one. Are you dirt whirly? Don't see any dirt whirly on that. That might be what was out ahead of the storm. Alright, we probably need to get going here pretty soon. Funnel's still there a little bit. Alright. Alright, probably time to get moving here. Almost no wind right here. Almost no wind. Yeah, there's literally like no surface wind right here. Might just go east, get back out ahead. That RFD is really pushing east. Yeah, I think we should get out in front of the boundary. Our storm might cycle along it. It's probably the best move. We're starting to get more tail development to our north here, maybe. There's a little bit of scud rising. Alright, yeah, we're gonna go east, I think. Alright guys, we're gonna go east. Probably 4 or 5 miles. It's still pretty high base. It's not as low to the ground as it was earlier, and I really don't think there's probably not a tornado back there. There may have been a brief little ground circulation back there, but it seems like that has since lifted. There's that big dust plume getting kicked out away from the storm underneath the RFD. We had a Landspout earlier. We had a yeah, we had quite a bit going on. Okay, we're gonna go east on Kansas Highway here. State Highway 64. There are tractors on the highway right now trying to get home. Breathtaking storm here in Kansas right now, and Colorado, right on the border. Most of those effects are actually back in Colorado. That's where most of the hail is. And they've got a flash flood warning out from roughly Burlington, east of Colorado, and as far north as, I don't think there's any towns there, but pretty far north of. We'll go east and get some structure shots. Special storm right now. I got an awesome wide angle shot of that structure earlier. I'm hoping it redevelops on the leading edge of this outflow. That's probably going to be its best chance, otherwise it's going to struggle and it might fall behind. Definitely more of a hail producing state right now. That boundary's gotten way ahead of it. Tornado warning is gone for this storm. It's just severe warned now. We're gonna get far enough east to get some good structure shots. Pretty minimal rotation back there right now, and you could just see that given the orientation of the hook on radar. It's just kind of bowing out a lot. Seems like our storm's becoming disconnected from its outflow. I think we'll go another mile. What town is this up here? There's a little, okay, next town's Goodland, next major town, but I thought there was a little unincorporated community up here. Could be wrong. Amazing structure. I'll whip you guys around once we get a mile. Oh, there's some police officers right now. Chaser right there. Looks like police officers watching this storm. Was tornado warned briefly there for a bit. Oh, just one. My eyes deceived me. Yeah, it's a scary storm. Alright, we're good to stop up here, I think. Should be a good enough view. Maybe we'll go south. It looks like there's a little hill here, and I don't want the corn to block the view so much. We'll go left here. There's some chase terrain. This time of year. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. we're gonna actually get to the other side of this more epic structure. And look at this, we've got a field up here. Look at that. All right, that's our storm right now. Look at that structure. All right, we're gonna try the wide angle first. Very pretty high base structure right now. Pretty rapidly switched from a tornado threat to a structure shell. Man, that RFD cleared out fast. It was rainy when we first looked at it, and then we looked back around and it's almost completely clear. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going east. Storm's moving a little fast, and the lightning is almost on top of us. All right. All right, we're gonna keep going east. Got a mothership supercell right now, very high-based mothership overhead. It produced one tornado at least, and maybe something back in there. I've had a lot of luck chasing this area this year. Wow, great bolts. If only I had a lightning trigger. I really need to invest in one. I'd be getting some awesome shots of this thing right now. All right, we're gonna jog 3 to 5 miles east. We're gonna try and avoid Goodland if we can. Just don't want. You know it's a good storm when the locals are stopping to look at it. Well, this is a chaser though right here. But there were a lot of locals especially stopping to check out the storm. There is of interest. What's this little community up here? I knew this was here, but didn't know what it was. Look at these southerly winds here. That's going almost due north. Once you get. Actually, I wonder if I can get a picture here. Just to our southeast. Need to find another county road here to stop and watch on. I think we're like the furthest east on this storm right now. Can't believe I almost didn't come out for this chase today. I was albums with it, too dry. 3,000 LCLs, Boundary, Bonanza, but it's worked out so far. I was trash talking it to begin with, and maybe I need to start trash talking it again. All right, we're gonna get a time lapse up here, I think. Definitely starting to weaken. Severe storm for sure, but tornado potential looks pretty minimal on it right now. Bases are just sky high on it. With all the rain being so tucked back. Yeah, that would have been a good spot. Go back. Actually, there's a little thing right here we'll do. Actually, we'll go down to the end here because I want to get like a time lapse with this cornfield. And there's usually a little drive or pull out in these things, but I don't see one here. I don't want to block the road. Just pull up here a little bit. Look at that structure though. I will be back. I'm gonna go get a time lapse. It is dramatically weakening. That dry air is coming in really hard on it. Yeah, it's just losing touch with the boundary. And this dry air is coming in and making it pretty, but it's killing it quickly. There's a whole mess of rain now behind it too. Just getting really tiny. Staying in the car because of all this crazy lightning. Yep, we are in Kansas right now. We are between Colorado and Goodland. Closer to Goodland now, just a little bit. Severe warning storm. It's a unexpectedly great day for what the setup looked like. Getting kind of a cloud shield on it now, and it looks like it's just having a tough time with, there just doesn't seem to be much updraft anymore on it. It's got to be that dry air coming in from the south. It's got to be what the issue is. And whatever moisture it's getting from the northeast, the storm's going to be raining on that now. Not much in the way of velocity on it. Hook's a bit disconnected from the boundary, so you really wouldn't expect it. And bases have shot back up. It was really low to the ground there for about 30 minutes. Chasing for your 60th birthday? Man, I love chasing. It's awesome. It's a great way to, you know, kind of just explore and go out and see the country, kind of the places that nobody goes, and see awesome storms. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me on today's storm chase. It's been a while since I've streamed a good one. I've been streaming about 50% of the chases lately, just because that annoying little crack keeps frustrating me, but great structure today. It's already going away though. And there's some showers back behind it. I'm gonna go stop the video real quick. Hopefully I don't get struck by lightning. dust underneath it. I don't know what that's about. There's a little bit of dust right underneath the base, it looks like. But this thing is shrinking very quickly here. Very quickly shrinking. Could be a little spout. It'd be hard to believe though with how small this thing is. I mean, this base can't be wider than a mile. It's crazy how quickly that changes. That'd be insane if that was a weak little spout. We'll drive towards it because there's no point in sitting back right now because the structure's gone. So might as well get closer and see what that dust is all about. All right. Can't see it over the corn from the car. I love these August days. Not a ton of chasers out. Looks like maybe something might come from the west and take this boundary over. Make sure there's no train coming. Alright, yeah, I don't see that dust anymore already. Yeah, this thing did like one occlusion and now it's just dead. There's like another little supercell back by Burlington right now. Very weird orientation on it. All the rain is like west of the hook. Keep going east, or excuse me, west, because all that's left of our updraft is this tiny little pillar here in front of us. I mean, our options are we can sit on this side of the boundary and wait, or we can try and get far enough west to that Burlington storm, which has a pretty gnarly hook on it right now. But it puts us on the cold side of this thing, but who knows? Tiny little updraft. Tiny little updraft. Very intense storm for like an hour. Left on this little guy. I mean, maybe we could go all the way north and get on that storm by St. Francis. That looks really interesting up there. Almost a stationary supercell. Or a supercell that's almost stationary. Inflow should be coming from the northeast for that one. Maybe we go up there, go up to St. Francis, and then see if we can catch it in Nebraska. That's an option. I mean, everything southeast of this storm is just too dry. I mean, the storm moved into Kansas and just almost immediately evaporated. There was just such a narrow area for it to work with. We might just blast north to St. Francis and see what that storm looks like. We'll get there a little after dark, but I mean, it's not moving right now. I'd expect it to start taking off to the north here pretty soon. how far away. St. Francis is about 45. We'll do that. We're gonna go towards St. Francis. We might lose service in between. I know it's kind of a dead zone for me. I've got Verizon, so. All right, we're gonna go north. If this road gets too muddy, we might just have to call it, but the storm has not been particularly rainy ahead of it. It's been mostly RFD and back behind to the northwest. All right. I mean, our storm is almost completely dead. Great lightning though. I wish I had that lightning trigger for time lightning. Could have got some awesome shots earlier, but we didn't. Got the nice structure, got a quick tornado near Burlington. Miles, we'll go east and then we'll cut north, go towards the St. Francis storm. I think that's the only play, because everything west of this storm is going to be ingesting its cold, stable air, and everything southeast is just dry. And north is where the better moisture is anyway, as long as it's uncapped. Set to get there, what, 8:45-ish Mountain Daylight Time? I think that's after sunset. Let me look. Lightning's still going crazy behind us. What time is our sunset? 8:33, so we'll be there about 15 minutes after sunset. Last light is said to be 9:01, so probably transitioning into a nighttime chase mode. Thank you guys so much for joining the stream. I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. It really supports me. I'm trying to stream everything more. Just started this year. It's been really fun, so I want to keep it going. Got a couple upgrades I need to do on the car to make a better streaming experience. We also need to get radar up and going. My internet service provider does not really work with how most people do the radar, so I've got to find a workaround. Alright, we're gonna go north 8 miles. This road's gravel, so we should be fine in the rain. Doing good on gas. Half a tank. Probably have to fill up though before, well, no, we should be okay. Most of the already on the ground. It's looking kind of weak up north, but I'll try it anyway. It'll help. Love a house like that on the plains. guys more forward. How this storm up north is doing. It's looking a little rough, but I think it might hang on. We're almost through the main core of the storm anyway. On the leading edge of it. Hopefully it doesn't transition into a mud road. Sliding on the mud. Go down 45 here. This road is slippery. Slowing down quite a bit here. Really want to see this St. Francis storm. It might be cold storms, but we'll see if it can get far enough northeast. I guess it's up there. I don't know. A little better up here though, it looks like. We'll see what do. Tiny. There's another supercell up north, further north of that, but it's really racing away. I think we gotta just hope for this little guy up here to go. Fend off the rain to the south and pull an inflow from the northeast and survive. hazy up that way, so I can't see too well. Good 20 miles off the base of this storm. Might be a tornado by Burlington again. Maybe not, but there's just a nasty storm there right now. I mean, maybe the smart thing to do is to wait south for this merger to happen between that rear storm and our storm that we were on, but the storm we were on, I think, is just gonna die before that happens. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's not a good road. I was really trying to sell me on that road and it was just mud. This route is a little better anyway, just going straight north to it. Messed up. I mean, I guess we could get back south. I think that Colorado storm is going to last. That Burlington one, though, looks pretty tough. I don't know if it's what we're looking for. That's where? Towards Hale, Kansas? That's north of Hale, Kansas. It's a really tiny storm. That one north is much larger. Maybe we just skip that southern storm and go up to the one north. It's got to be getting capped though, that northern one. I can see our base up here. Should be a nice little storm. The photographs are very impressive up here. Maybe that Burlington one is really outflowing right now. Our storm seems to be over here, seems to be weakening. We might just go north. It's not moving. It doesn't seem to be moving as fast as it was. I mean, it might be a left mover though, but it looks like maybe it just split in that south side. Who knows? Hopefully everything's a little more clear once we get closer. Yeah, there's southeasterly winds out here. Capped pretty much everywhere. Thermodynamics, let's look at our base heights. Yeah, bases are much lower to the north up here. We got 2 supercells. There's a SIGTOR environment of 2 in southwestern Nebraska. But that's probably going to change here pretty quickly. Check our wind profiles here. Best wind profiles are southwest Nebraska near Ray, Colorado, that area. I think the storm we're on is getting choked off, so we're gonna just head towards Imperial, I think. Well, maybe we could just set it for Ray. We'll just set for Ray right now. No, I don't want to go that way. Why would you take me all the way back south? I can see a little bit of a base over here on this guy, but radar is really weakening on it. Got some semblance of rotation, but got one north I feel like is maybe what we want to be on, as long as it's not a left mover. I don't know if it's split though. We'll take this southern supercell for now, play it safe. I don't like these. I don't like left movers. Sometimes they're helpful, but most of the time they just kind of get in the way of your chase. Very narrow anvil overhead. Updraft seems like it's trying to fire south of our guy, south of our target storm, I should say. Our target storm is moving southwest. Hold up. Our target storm is moving southwest right now. Yeah, and that one we were on earlier has completely evaporated. Big Boeing line segment coming through. This is what that slight risk was for. Big damaging wind threat. Our storm is, I think we're just gonna go west then. Our supercell is spinning itself out of the best environment. It's always funny when that happens. There is a way here. Just don't want to get trapped on these roads. That's our base right there. Base is about 15 miles northwest of us. a cloud deck here. Not sure if it's our base. Today might be done. We're chasing. That thing up north is a left mover just racing away. You do have wiggle room. I mean, it's already getting absorbed. It's already getting absorbed. Okay, so we're too slow for that. I think north is a left mover, maybe? I think so. Behaving that way. South, we got a big line. We might just head to Goodland and pick up some food before the storms get there. Probably what we'll do. This supercell did not move north, did not move north the way we expected it. Backtracked and went southwest towards this developing line here. All right, how quickly could we make it to Goodland for some food here? Be there in 40 minutes. All right, that's what we're gonna do. I'm hungry. And we're gonna get some food in Goodland, and then if we beat the storm, we'll do shelf cloud photos after we get our food. If we don't beat the storm, well, I'll just end the stream, but no matter what, we're getting food in Goodland. That's the plan. Dive south. Or excuse me, dive east. You can't really dive east, you gotta dive south. People are saying there's great structure down south. Don't think it's going to change too much. South. It's that left mover up north. south here. I think my girlfriend's gonna make dinner, so I guess we're not gonna eat in Goodland. Spaghetti sounds pretty good. Pretty good. Drive south for the structure. Back the way we came. If we'd just been a little more patient, we would have just been on and off rip. Gonna start to on us more as south. Ooh, lightning to our southeast. Getting some I've not had a radar up. Hopefully it should get as we get closer to Goodland. I love miles away for service though. Get good service on this hill. It's Kansas. This is like a mountain for them. Oh, my bars jumped up by 2. That's funny. I don't. It's not that better, but I'm. It's pretty. I just don't want to. Not good service though. Wait. It's got an empty field ahead. We'll just go there. Not worn. All right. Grab some. Lights off here. There we go. got a burr in my finger right now. There we go, I got it. That one was sharp. There's a million burrs out there I stepped in. Shelf is crossing in front of us right now. It lost a lot of structure on the way here. All right, we're gonna continue towards Goodland. I'm hungry. Got a severe thunderstorm. Uh-oh. I may have just lost a tire on that. We're in a dust storm right now. Lots of dust. Can't Can't see very well. Alright, there we go. A load of those, you just gotta get through the leading edge like that. Underneath the storm right now. Don't see anything too scary about this little guy. Well, little, it's a large storm. Maybe a little occlusion southeast, where maybe a tornado forms, but I would doubt that, given just how this thing looks. Looks like a nice little whale's mouth with some dust underneath it. It's just got that. Man, I'm really shocked at what we got today. I mean, there was a point in the drive where I was contemplating turning around and coming home. Just because it didn't seem like anything was going to match up quite right. That's all you really need is a boundary. The main part of this storm right now. I mean, rain should be just up here. Oh, I'm sorry, little guy. except for like 20 yards of the road. Point you guys a little more ahead. Kind of a dead zone still, and probably once I go down this hill. Buddy, we have a mile and a half on this road. That's all we gotta make. Oh, did we just switch to pave? Alright, we gotta go really slow. I'm sliding. We gotta go like 15. I just want to make it. Got a half mile. I think this road up here is paved. Going 15 right now. Slid going 20. Slow down, we're going too fast. sliding. Okay. There we go. There we go. Coming out of the back side of the storm now. We are gonna start heading back towards Denver. Ooh. Tornado reported west of Lyman, or funnel cloud actually reported west of Lyman. Beyond sources. I might bump into today, but I didn't know where he was at. Keep going. I swear, I got like all the time zones and stuff messed up. Because these counties here all have different time zones. These counties. Almost to the interstate. These roads are going to be slick though. Tires are getting a little worn out, so I'm starting to feel it a little more when it gets wet. Weeds down. No trains coming. Push through the rest of this rain and then I'll end the stream and start or keep heading home, I guess. Parked under the underpass. Are they in the middle of the road? They are. Nah, they're on the, I guess. Just no need to park there though. Facing the wrong way. on Interstate 70 now. We are west of Goodland, east of Canorado. Get to Burlington and call the stream. That's how we're gonna do it. Might be a little storms are already starting to weaken a little bit. Still severe warned, especially that northern edge. Great storm chase today, though. Can't get a couple good bolts on the way back. Day. I mean, we had about an hour or two of interesting stuff, but still. I mean, I almost turned around and went home when I got to Brush, because I started up north because that's where the better moisture was. But yeah, I made it to Brush, and then I was taking that road towards like Akron. I can't remember which highway that is. To like Akron, Yuma, and I really contemplated going home. Good thing I didn't. We'll stop up here in Colorado just in case, or read up on chat. Yeah, we don't have to do them here. We're already coming out at the back end of the storm. I can see, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can that dusky looking sky, clouds, west. the rain is continuing to up on us. Is right up here. One in the 4th miles. chase where we really saw the best structure. Somewhere to park that isn't completely mud. Here's fine. Here's good. Alright. Sorry, I have not checked chat very much at all. I'm tired. Oops. Wrong thing. Thank you, Roland and Judy, for the 20 bucks. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Ryan, we're just finishing it up. We had a great structure, and we had 2 landspouts near Burlington about 6 p.m. Mountain Time, and then like another one at 6:15. Weakening MCS right now, expected to graduate. Yeah, everything's kind of weakening, so I think we're just gonna call it and go home. I was thinking that maybe one of those supercells up north could get going, but the storms to the southwest of it kind of caught up to it and pulled it back towards it, and it just went completely upscale. It was a really pretty storm though that we had for about an hour and a half. Those 2 landspouts by Burlington, the structure by Canorado. And then we had a little bit of structure later on when that shelf cloud came over us when we were by Goodland, but honestly a pretty unexpected day. I really didn't think we were gonna get a tornado at all. I literally just got done saying that, and 10 minutes later we got one, so. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. I gotta get home. My girlfriend is making spaghetti, so I don't wanna miss that. So, thank you guys so much for joining me. Be sure to like, subscribe, you know, leave a comment. And I will see you guys next time.